going on, fellers? So, making another YouTube video. I'm gonna do some updating and whatnot on the Dodge. I was having misfire issues and whatnot, and now I'm having high idle issues, so I can't figure out what the hell's the deal with that, so I'm gonna kind of investigate on that ordeal. But I did buy some shorty headers and whatnot, and I'm gonna put those on today. It's Saturday morning and whatnot, so I figured I'd get this shit rolling. I'm here in a good old Dodge. Hey, what up, buddy? So I am going to take these ugly ass stock manifolds off. They're just fucking bothering the living shit out of me. Just so ugly, heavy, and yeah, I just can't take it. So I figure I'm gonna change them out. So I bought some shorties. Got them off eBay. That's the company I got them from. Not sure what company it is. Power Sports? I don't know. I don't fucking know. What the fuck that says. Power Go Motorsports. Not bad quality. Got them for like 150 bucks. Pretty nice headers. But they should work. Exact same flange replacements. These are for 99 and newer shorty headers, so they'll definitely work. They're just like the old ones, old shorties I had, but better quality, bigger primaries. Actually, way bigger primaries. The other ones were way small. These are 1 5/8". I wish they made shorty headers that had like 1 7/8" primaries. That'd be freaking nice, but I couldn't find any. I'm sure they're out there, but they're probably like $800 headers, and I'm sorry, I'm not gonna spend $800 on a set of headers. No way in hell. It's like I don't even like spending 150 on headers, but there we go. Got them. Got the gaskets and the hardware, but I already do have studs on there, studs and nuts, so I'm just gonna reuse them. Just pop new gaskets on. Then I got a new transmission mount. I'm gonna mount this bad boy up in there because the older one's a little clapped. So I figured I'd do that today. And I got some used coil packs off of Facebook. These are the first spark plugs that were in it. This is the one on the driver's side, second cylinder. This is the coil pack that was actually causing me issues. I thought it was my injectors because I was having a misfire, and it would fire fine, it would run fine, and then it would misfire for like 2 miles, and then it would fire fine for a split second, then misfire for a couple miles. Like it was on and off, on and off. And all the years that I've been messing around with LS's, I have never ever heard of coil pack shitting out, especially OEM. I've heard of MSDs crapping out, but I've never heard people really having issues with OEM stock factory coil packs. So I'm going to change out some coil packs because I noticed this one looks good. Just a little hint of tan to it. This one's a little tanner. Hint of tan. Hint of tan. This one's way tan. That one's way tan. And this one's pretty tan. Now, from my understanding, for a carbureted setup, this one would be beyond fucking perfect. But I was told from people that, well, fuel injection, they burn white, they burn more efficient, blah blah blah. You know, the only way you can tell if you're burning good is if you have a wideband, which I don't have a wideband right now. But judging by these, I'm running rich, which I'd rather run rich than fucking lean. But I mean, it's got a nice hint of tan brown to it, and then nice black rim, and it's not oil, it's not nothing, so these would be perfect in my big block Nova that I got. But since that one's a couple of these are running tanner, I'm gonna swap out them coil packs with some of these, just because I want to. Because if I had one coil pack shit out, who knows, the other ones might be getting weak. So I'm just gonna swap out the ones that are a little tanner than others. And then find my high idle issue. I'm gonna clean out my map sensor, or my MAF sensor, I should say, not my map, my mass airflow sensor. I'm gonna clean that bad boy out. There is a screen on these map sensors. I'm actually gonna pull that fucker off, because I talked to a tuner guy and he said that he's seen dyno results by pulling those screens off of like 4 or 5 horsepower gains just by taking that screen off, which I don't know if he was full of shit or not, but I'll do it. It's a whatever. I mean, what do I got to lose? I mean, it is a restriction because it's like a honey screen or something like that. So I'm gonna take that screen off, clean the mass airflow sensor. I am going to change the throttle positioning sensor. I'm going to fix a tube in the back of the motor that runs to my brake booster. I'm going to fix that, and just because I have that kind of jigaboot, that could be cause of the vacuum leak, but I figure I'll just go through everything and double check, you know. Change the transmission mount, change the headers, go to the shorties. Shorties will work in here. I know they will. I've had them in here. I really wish long tubes would work in here, but I don't know if I can keep going buying headers after headers after headers until I find some that work. But once I get money that I can spend, I will do it. Without the wife knowing, hopefully. But speaking of her, I got this for Christmas, a new cherry picker. Shout out to her. Gotta love her. Didn't even have to ask for it. And it's beyond perfect, because I didn't even tell her I wanted a cherry picker. I didn't tell her what kind of cherry picker I wanted, but she got me a Pittsburgh. It's a 2-ton, and it's a fold-up, and it's exactly what I wanted. I've been talking about getting a cherry picker of my own for the last 2 years, and I just couldn't get myself to get one because I've never really needed one a whole lot. So now she got me one for Christmas this year, which might be a mistake, because now I'm going to end up pulling all fucking sorts of shit apart and whatnot, because my 72 Nova, I do plan on rebuilding that, having a guy rebuild that motor for me. I really want to build this motor. This is a 454 big block. I really want to fucking build this up to like a 502 or a 540, stroke it, fucking have a blower on it and shit, some fat ass stuff, but I got a guy that told me my 402 big block will be plenty, because I don't have a roll cage in my car. I don't have a bunch of shit in my car that, where he told me if I end up building this, he's like, I'll be kicked off the track in a hurry, which I still want to stay on the track and still have fun. But I will go to a roll cage in my Nova. Sooner or later, and probably mini tubs, because I'd really like to have like a 8-second car. That'd be badass. That's street league, or like license, and I could drive on the street. But yeah, did wash the Dodge. She is getting freaking bad with that clear coat. It's breaking my heart. I'll just, when I have money rolling, I'm just gonna put new box sides on, and because this is horrible. Whoever did that is fucking retarded. Here, I'm just gonna patch this up and then slap about 2 inches thick of mud on there and call it a day, and then, you know, whatever. But I'm gonna put new box sides on. It's getting a little cancer on the cab corners, but I think it's all metal there, so I think it'll be okay. I can sand it down, fix it, clean up the step bars and whatnot. But I plan on repainting this blue someday. Have a nice truck, probably sand the chassis down, redo the chassis. Chassis starting to get a little cancer through it now, finally. And I live in Iowa, and this is fucking insane that this truck's staying this clean. But I've owned this truck for 6 years now, and this is where it's at. Well, almost 6 years. So it's kind of insane. Usually shit gets rusted out way fast in Iowa because of the salt. shit, you know, and whatnot. So, yeah, I'm gonna start getting this shit going and go from there. Alright, this is the screen I was talking about on the map sensor, or mass airflow sensor. I keep saying map sensor, why the fuck do I keep saying that? So, how you take these off, let's see if I can hold this and do this at the same time. I usually just take pliers, get this edge, and just break it off. Just go around the edge. There's an edge right there. Just grab the pliers, grab it, break it off. Just do it that way. Okay, so I went around the edge. Just took it, clamped onto that edge. Breaks right off really fucking easy. There. Falls right out after you break those edges off. Now, some of you, if you want, you can clean those up with like with a buff pad or something like that, just to clean up the edge, but I don't, because it's getting covered anyway, so I can give two shits less. But yeah, just break it off, and then that's what it looks like. Yeah. Throw it. So yeah, so that's done. There we go. Alright, so I got the driver's side out. Oh yeah. There's my studs. Well, driver's side's out. Good to go. Looked at the old gasket. They weren't very tight, so they must have wiggled loose. I think I'm gonna have to put some Loctite on it. Looked like they leaked a little bit. Otherwise, I'll just have to tighten them, get it up to temperature, let it cool off, and then retighten them again. Probably be my guess how I have to do. Would be my guess. I don't know. I've never used header studs before. Didn't even know they made header studs. But it's making this pretty nice. This is going pretty fast. Only been going at this for the last 20 minutes, and I already got one side out. And I have the other side unhooked at the bottom. But yeah. So we'll get the new header in on the other side and go from there. Oh, I did clean the throttle or the mass airflow sensor, so that's clean and whatnot. So I did that quick. So we'll keep on trucking. Alright, other one's off. So this is the driver's side. That's how she looks. I don't have the collector hooked up yet, but she's in. And this is what this side looks like. Look how open that looks. Doesn't look so fucking covered and clutter fucked. Looks so nice. Now I'll get the collectors hooked up and spark plugs back in. Put the dipstick back in. Because of course you gotta take the dipstick out because of the fucking tab that bolts up to the head to hold the dipstick fucking just makes your life a living hell. So your best bet is to take the dipstick out. And if you're doing this to your truck, like normal truck, and it's original motor and you haven't had the dipstick out, be prepared to break your dipstick. I have never been able to save a dipstick. Every time I buy an LS motor or any kind, or do any kind of header swap, I always end up breaking the fucking dipstick tube, like right down at the block and whatnot. So be prepared to break that. And then how I always got them out, the broken part, is use an easy out. Yeah, that's what I usually use, was an easy out. I'd tighten it down in there to where it grabs that tube, and then I'd use vice grips and pull it right out. I have had one good luck once where I used an easy out on it. I screwed it down and the tube turned, so I was able to screw it down, it turned the tube, and I was able to kind of just wiggle the tube right up back out of there. But yeah, so be prepared to break your dipstick tube doing header swaps. But luckily this one's a brand new dipstick tube, so it wasn't like fucking fucked up and rusted in there and whatnot, so I was able to pull it right up out of there. So yeah, I'll get the tube back in there, get the collectors hooked up, and fix the vacuum leak, and put everything back together, and hook the battery back up, and have it relearn its parameters all over again. Fucking joy. So yep, that's how far I am so far. Alright, fellers, so it's the next day. I did get everything put back together. Exhaust is all hooked up. Air filter's on. Everything's rock and roll. And I did take it for a drive yesterday for the hell of it. I wanted to make a video, but I was pretty excited on the new headers and whatnot, so I never made a video, but now I'm making a video. With the stock manifolds, I was having an exhaust tick at the collector, so it was leaking pretty bad. So this time I put 2 gaskets on and then put that copper gasket sealer stuff for exhaust systems. So, and it's not making any noise of any sort or anything like that. I am going to run some data logs on my timing, see where timing's at. I did add 1 degree yesterday because I was running at idle and I was just checking it out, but this time I'm actually going to go for a drive and see if I have any knock retard, if I need to pull any timing out of any areas. So yeah, I'll get the truck warmed up and we'll go from there. So I'm back at doing data logs and whatnot. Got my computer right there on the other truck. Ow. Look at that. Filthy, filthy, filthy. Small ass garage with 2 big ass trucks. Huh. God, look at those rims, man. But I ran some data. I added 2 degrees of timing throughout the whole chart. I did have knock retard, I did subtract out of there and whatnot, blah blah blah. I must say, it is truly fucking amazing how a couple of degrees of timing changes things. I mean, this thing just, I should have went with the 6.0 in the first place. The thing's just insane for what it is. I mean, it's just stock pistons, stock lower end, the whole 9 yards, just 30 thousandths milled off the heads, 317 heads, with a BTR Stage 4 version 2 camshaft. So, and it's stock intake. I mean, everything's pretty much fucking stock besides the camshaft, valve springs, and milled heads. And I'm running 91 in it, just because. But this thing just fucking runs. It's just fucking insane. I am just in love right now. I'm gonna break shit in this fucking thing. I have that feeling, because transmission that's in it's an NV3500. It's not a 4500, so it's for a half-ton truck, which this is a half-ton truck, but I got a 3/4 ton motor that's packing a hell of a lot more of a punch, because this transmission was bolted up to a 4L or a 4.8. It's what it was originally bolted to. So hopefully it lasts. God, I hope so. But I figured to wrap this video up and whatnot and let you guys know what's going on. Well, I have the garage door shut. I can fire it up. You guys can hear the new exhaust. No exhaust tick, nothing. It's fucking sealed. Sounds good. idle where it trots. That trotting fucking, that beefy trotting idle. Fucking, I wish it did that. Everybody else's tune does it. I don't know, I'll have to play with the tune, maybe I can get it to do that. I fucking love that idle. Idling at 850. Oil pressure's still fucking good. Snap, crackle, pop. Fucking throttle response is way better than what it was too. It's a little bit more quicker, so I'm pretty sure I need to add more timing in the lower end. But it fucker just, I don't know, it's just truly amazing what a little bit of timing can do. So just listen to it. Snap, crackle, pop. Fucking love it. Before I fucking try committing suicide or some shit like that, better shut it off. But alrighty, so we'll wrap this video up. We'll talk to you guys later.